Hey guys, how's it going? This is ExtrmWill here. I'm going to try and do a little bit more in this Vodoo if I can. Rounded out pretty hard yesterday. I was kind of like, played for like an hour, then I'd take a nap for like 3 hours. And so I'm doing pretty good in it. I wound up having to call in sick to work today because I wasn't feeling very good. I don't know how long I'm going to make it on here trying to stream tonight, but we'll try and see what we can do. Try and get up a little bit higher just to be on the safe side. When I go to bed, I don't think I'll get up until after the event is over. I want to try to make it back into work tomorrow. So let's get in here and try and do a little bit more. I do have my streak all the way up. The last time I died was right at the end of my last streak, so I've been doing pretty good. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm looking at now. This is going to be awesome. I think everyone can just fight who they're looking at fighting. Yeah. Definitely quite a bit under the weather, so we'll see how well this goes. I did, while I wasn't streaming, I completely widened up the range for who I was willing to use, and didn't have any real problem with widening it up. Just kind of kept my teams pretty basic. My R5s, 4 stars I'm basically using with my R5s, my R4s I'm using with my R4s, and then all my 330s I'm using together. I try and use all my synergy teams first, and then just kind of use who's ever left over. And then once I don't have any 4 stars left to use, then I start using my top maxed out 3-star teams. I didn't seem to have any problem winning with my 3-star team, so. Being tied in the little 6 seemed to be the only things that I had to worry about. Like, I don't know why my voice sounds a little weird right now. I haven't been coughing or anything like that, so I don't know why it sounds so terrible, but it definitely does. Sounds like I kind of got a frog in the back of my throat or something right now. So if I won't do a real long stream tonight, but I'll do a little bit just kind of to post kind of where I'm ending off. I want to say I'm like significantly above where my last high streak was. I did have like 60 wins before this, I think, before I lost. So I think I did it too bad. If I'm going to do this all in 2 streaks, because I thought for sure I was going to end up doing it in 3, but I think I got a pretty good chance then when Hyperion comes around of me being able to do Hyperion in 1 streak. I don't know for sure if I'm going to go with this hardcore into Hyperion or not. I got to look at it and try to figure out what's going on. Hyperion's not going to be as cool for me because it's just going to be awakening him, but awakening him might be worth it. I do want to bring my Hyperion to rank 5 here pretty soon. We've got a whole ton map 5 crystals I need to open. I figure I'll open them probably tomorrow. Wait for the new essay to start before I open them. I wish I felt safe at 6.5. I don't quite know if 6.5 is actually going to be safe. I feel like it's still kind of a little bit too much in danger. We'll see. Yeah, I'll try Captain America against Magic. I kind of wouldn't mind doing Guillotine against Magic, but I think Captain America might be better just because she won't be able to hit him as hard. You know, main arena, I don't have that much of a problem with Mordo, but today I've had a bunch of times where he's been pretty big jerk. He's made the fight a lot harder than I thought it needed to be. Barely pulled some of them out. Started playing a little bit in the new Hydra quest today, new monthly quest. I don't think I'm really anywhere in it yet, which is use a couple energy refills. I still don't feel like I'm anywhere in it yet. I don't know if they just made this one a whole ton longer to make it more of a pain in the butt, make it a lot harder to clear, but I thought on other ones it seemed like with one energy refill at full energy I could completely clear the whole thing, at least for the first time through, but this time through didn't seem like it was even close. So I thought the Carnage, haven't seen the new Punisher yet, but I figured Carnage would look like he was like a full guy though. I didn't like a large champion. I didn't think he was going to look like he was a small champion. I thought he'd look almost identical to Venompool, but I guess he doesn't. He looks more like another Spider-Man. It's like he's like a small champion. Ooh, got lucky. What are you crying for, Stark? I don't expect they're whining. I don't know why. I think tomorrow when I go through and I open all my map 5 crystals, it just help me out with some planning and trying to figure out what I want to do going forward. Most likely who it looks like who's about to come up, and it's not about to come up. I guess we'll do it like this. I kind of like to have Colossus against X-23 too, just so talk about the bleeding, but I can't have Captain America fight the skill champion, so I guess they're all technically bleed champs. I think this will be my best setup though. Yeah, I could not get in the groove for anything today though. While I was playing, I called in sick to work and tried getting some playing done. It just wasn't being very effective. I could do like 3 fights in a row and then I had to take a break every time and just couldn't really get into it to really start tearing it up. Like, it's still a lot closer than it should have been. I should have been about here, well, about here before I go to bed without with going to work, but I'm okay with not going to work too. Like 10 minutes before I did my stream, I was walking around the house and I fell over. So I'm kind of happy I wasn't at work. Sometimes my equilibrium, but I do need everything to be better by tomorrow, which I don't know how well that's going to work. And we'll see. Tomorrow will bring whatever tomorrow's going to bring, I guess. Now, I ended AQ terribly yesterday. Oh, that's probably the worst AQ I think I've had in a long, long time. The worst AQ I've done in almost 6 months. I think I killed about 3 nodes. Luckily, everybody else will pick up the slack for me. How's it going, Jared? Working on Dr. Vodoo here. A little over 6.5 million, so I think I might be good, but I want to get just a little bit higher. I don't know how much that 12 hours all the Android users lost earlier in the week is going to affect things. Like, normally it's less, but I don't want to wind up this being the one that winds up being more, and then me not getting there after getting this close. I do kind of want to stop though and just start playing the new monthly quest, and part of me wants to play one of the other 2 arenas just so I can get some of the really easy rewards on them. Part of me just wants to go to bed. So I think today's will be short. I'm gonna probably play until I lose my streak or something, and then I'd quit. I don't think that's it. I think that's just 1 loss. Yeah, I think 7 definitely sounds a lot safer. About 6.6. So I think 7 is definitely safe. I think I'm probably pretty safe. I'd like to get just a little bit more to be safe. I don't know how much more I'm going to get, though. This is the highest streak I've ever had, too, so, I mean, like, part of me wants to, well, like, I don't know, they had item usage, and a whole bunch of guys got screwed on the first run with losing the 12 hours. Like, I know I wasn't even able to try that for that first run. As soon as I got home from work, the whole system went down. So I don't know like how that's going to affect things. And I'm on the highest streak I've ever had, so I want to try and see if I can get up just a little higher. Just for me. I think I'm at 190, so if I can get 10 more wins, I can be at 200. And then I can probably feel just fine calling it there. I'm hoping when I go to bed, I can get like 12 hours of sleep now, and then wake up tomorrow refreshed and ready to go. Hopefully my ear will just heal. Been kind of flushing it constantly all day, so some stuff at Walgreens to clean my ear out and all that. I might try to be a little bit more lively in here. Just don't quite have the energy. Just gonna kind of punch these guys in the face, knock this out kind of quickly here. I do feel like I gained a lot of confidence in this particular arena though, going through it. You know, I've kind of, in the past I go through, like I'm worried about what teams I'm taking and how I'm using them, and I think I learned this kind of time through, it really doesn't matter as much how specifically I build my teams. Some different ways I was playing around before, I think made things a little bit harder. You know, a couple arenas ago, I started realizing. Now, I'm not going to go for a featured champ yet. I don't know what the. I don't know how to do an infant streak. I don't know how to get past fight. I don't know. When I do it normally, sometimes I'll get to like 10 or 12, and I'll lose. I've tried figuring out how to get through it, and I don't know. When someone posts something for it, or I feel like watching somebody else's to learn how to do the infant streak on it, maybe I may be willing to consider it, but not sure how to do the infant streak on the featured champion yet, so. I'm sure my roster is plenty good enough to do it, but right now it seems like that's way too much. This right now seems like this was pretty close to being too much. This Mordo. But I did it. I got it done. I'm pretty sure I got it done. I work like 50 hours a week too, so it kind of keeps me away from doing some of these bigger grinds like this. We're coming into slow season at work, so it's getting a little bit easier. I would figure Hyperion's probably the next one I'm going to consider going for. I think I'm just going to go to awaken my Hyperion. If I tell I'm a little bit under the weather. Fight should not have been that long and hard. It's kind of been that way for me for like the last 2 days. 3 days, maybe 4 days. Since like Sunday, I think my ear started getting pretty bad. Even Saturday it started getting pretty bad. Yeah, I think Saturday I was driving back from my friend's house who lives an hour south of me. My ears kept popping on the drive. was like, this feels totally safe. I don't know how hard it's going to be here for me to get 8 more wins here. I think I'll just call it. Just want to get a little bit up on here for all the guys who are watching me the first days I was going through. Planning on trying to get some today on too, I guess during the day, but that didn't happen. I'm feeling good today during the day, or yesterday during the day. I guess I didn't get any on either day. Did I? I don't even know. I don't know what days are days anymore. I lose track of all that. It was freezing the last several days, and now I feel like I'm pouring sweat. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. So each win here, I'm adding to my total highest win streak ever. So I'm going to be a little proud of that. This is also definitely the highest I've ever scored in an arena. I've done 6 million points over 3 arenas a couple times already, or over 4 arenas. But I've never done it in one singular arena. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this will work. Looking at the matchups, I feel like I'm just kind of like staring blindly at it right now. Normally I process a ton of information really fast. I'm looking at it going, oh yeah, I'm just not processing anything right now. I'm just going to try to punch the computer in the face. And try not to let him punch me in the face. And hope that'll be enough. I think in the 12.0 update too, I think Punisher became significantly better than he used to be. He's having quite a bit of difficulty fighting against him today. He's one of the guys I think I had. He might almost be a halfway decent Alliance War defender now. That green shield of his seems like it's more effective than the standard light blue shields. A couple times I was fighting him with a really strong champion, does a lot of damage output. It just seemed like they couldn't even scratch him. Hawkeye's bleed too can be pretty bad. I fought a couple guys who had you can tell they definitely had their deep wounds like maxed out. A guy hit me with like his L1 and I'd be like halfway, I'd be almost completely dead. It'd do like 80% of my damage by the time the bleed was done. And I have my coagulate up to 3, so I should take 30% less bleed damage. But a couple times that was pretty vicious. Mostly wanted to log on today to see kind of what everyone thought was going to be the cutoff for him, so I can make sure that I position myself correctly. I don't want to spend a ton of time messing around doing things I don't necessarily need to be doing right now, but I've kind of had it with the arena for today. Week. Good night, Jared. Take it easy. See if I can get up this 200 here real quick. Make sure I can pull in my best possible teams available. We'll see. This will be interesting, but we'll see how it goes. We'll put Storm. I think Storm might do pretty good against Juggernaut. Just shock him to death. Ugly fighting seems to be the only way I'll be able to get any of it done here. Whatever, gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. Just a couple more fights in. I don't think I'm going to make it 7 million. I don't think I'm going to try to make it 7 million. I think I'm just going to make it to 200 wins. And then I think I'm just going to call it there. So I'm just going to go a couple more fights. So I'll still be, like 6.6 or something. And if that's not good enough, then, well, I'm already over 6.6, 6.7, maybe 6.8. I'm just going to try to take my streak up to 200. I'm on the highest streak I've ever been on. So I'll probably going to bed. If I wake up in the morning, I think I probably won't even. I'll probably work on unlocking rewards from the other arenas, I guess, if I get up in the morning. I really feel like it. I don't know how much more arena I'm going to feel like stomach doing, but maybe wake up in the morning and just decide to play the quest too before I go to work. That should kill him. From everyone I'm hearing, 6 million should be plenty safe, so I think it should be good. I'm streaming more now, so everybody who was watching me earlier on while I was starting and see where I ended. So that I barely made it, crawling across at the end. I did want to live stream almost all of it, but it didn't wind up happening because like I didn't want to sit down here and start streaming and then know I was going to get like 20 minutes before my wife came walking home, and then she wound up not coming home when I thought she was going to. So oh, this is going to be obnoxious the whole way around. Let's try this. See if I can do this. For Star-Lord, I thought I heard someone say like 8.5 million or something like that. I didn't look to see what the cutoffs were for him the last time. I can probably take a look here in a second. I assume his cutoffs will be probably about whatever they were the first time around. It may be a little bit less, because I don't think a lot of people were going... I think a lot of people going for Star-Lord were just going to awaken him. I don't think a lot of guys were going to awaken him and to... or to get him and to awaken him. We're going for him twice. He's been around for a long time. I think a lot more people have him already. Let's see what he cut off at last time. He cut off at... Arena result. Oh, that's not what I want. Four-star featured. It was 8.5. I'd assume, I would think like 8 million. You'll probably have him. 8.5 might be good to be safe. I don't see there being any way in the world he's going for more on the second run because I think so many people should have him. I don't think I'd want to stop at like 7 just because I think that would be a waste. Yeah, being sick is kind of making it a little bit harder. It's not that nice either, knowing I got Spider-Man coming up right behind him. Normally, if I have that spot, I can be like, okay, well, if I lose the fight the Spider-Man or the Nightcrawler, I'll be all right. But cannot lose both of them, though. Not quite feeling well enough to know for sure that I'm gonna knock him down. Yeah, being sick is a little hard too. Like all my blocking and my countering and all that are all slightly off, so it's all just playing like a donkey my whole way through the arena. I think I'm doing all right though. I think 200 wins is pretty good. I think I had like a 60 or 70 win streak too at the beginning before I lost the first time. So it's not too bad to look at it and go for the whole Dr. Voodoo thing. I've been playing terribly, but I still only lost one match so far, so I feel pretty good about that. Moon Knights. think in this scenario, I actually kind of like my Moon Knight a lot more than I like my Carnage. My Carnage only has signature ability of 1. I got him in the arena when he was the basic hero, and I drew him in a 4-star crystal about 6 minutes before I drew him as a champion, before I got my reward. So Kabam's like, okay, you just awakened him. That was a little bit annoying. Go through this really quickly. The guys in my alliance is trying to get people to send him energy refills until his check goes through here in a couple hours. I can quit whenever I want. I don't have a problem. As we're talking about the legend run. There am I, 4 more. Hey, what's up? Just trying to see if I can make it to 200 wins before I die from my ear infection. I should wind up being alright. I'm playing like garbage. But I'm getting it done. Close enough. See, pack out the first one. Sure. I should more than have this, I think. I went out the cutoff as close to 6. I should be like 6.7 or 6.8, something like that. So should be a plenty high enough. But I am on the best streak I've ever had, so I want to get up to 200 wins, and then I think I'll stop at 200. No! Ah, oh, come on. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I won't make it to 200. We'll see. Yeah, I think I've had like an ear infection coming for like a month. So I've been like flushing it the last several days, and some stuff at Walgreens, and was popping Sudafed left and right, and I was hoping to be feeling a lot better by now than I am, but I don't know. We're trying to do the arena too. I definitely haven't been sleeping right. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Alright. Pull that one out. Yeah, I don't think I've slept any kind of long period of time. Yeah, because I pounded out the T4 arena. I want to say Sunday night after I got home from work. And then there's been a lot of streaming. And a lot of playing too. I guess I didn't stream that for almost 2 days of this. I did the whole first day, and then the second day I thought I was going to get in and start streaming, and I just never wound up getting around to it. Just too tired. Today's gameplay has been pretty terrible. I just wanted to get a little bit in here on tape of me getting up to the streak and showing anybody who wanted to come back and check in later in the replay that I should have definitely got him. I should have been more than high enough where I ended. Hoping here in a little bit I'll go to bed and then probably won't wake up until after the arena's over. So try and get a good, nice, solid night's sleep tonight. 3 more wins. We have 3 more legitimate teams. We gotta start getting a little crazy with this here. I don't want to go with the first one, but I'll try the first one anyways. Let's spin them there. Now let's put you there. That's all right, all right, all right. That's pretty nice. I think I was in you in Grand Schemes talking about that? I think I was somewhere I saw you talking about it. I still have his stream up here on the other window. Not really listen to it. I guess I'm kind of periodically reading what everybody's writing in the comment section. I don't know what just happened there. I think that is like the third or fourth time that's happened to me though since I downloaded the update today though, where it's just as soon as I win the match, it just completely closes the program. So let's let that reload. May have to get over on the forums in a little bit and post something about that. That is no bueno. I don't know if that last match there counts as a win then or as a loss. I'm pretty sure I won it. Yeah. I enjoy streaming very much. Alright, it still gave me the win, so that's good. A little worried there. I have to try to remember after I'm done streaming to go to the Kabam forums and post something about that in the bugs. Because that can definitely get pretty annoying, especially when you're live streaming, something like this. At least the game loads a lot faster now. That loaded up pretty quickly there. Hardly even noticed it was down. Oh, bunch of everything stopped working. Are we recording here? Are we going? We'll see. Man. We're back up and yeah, we're back up and running now. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, because then my because the two things that stopped should not be related at all. There should be no connection right now between my tablet and the studio, because they're both completely separate things. I'm using different third-party software to connect everything. That's my problem was with my streaming software, but no, because I wasn't using my streaming software earlier when it was disconnecting. I don't know. Alright, two more. You and Ant-Man. Alright, that may be my last synergy I've left. Take the first one here, I guess. Flip these two around. You there, you there. Yeah. It's up and running alright. Yeah, we're just on a very slow delay. Not being too bad. It's normally... Why is it being a huge jerk now? This is not... This is all being no bueno. OBS Studio keeps disconnecting. which is throwing me off and not making me want to fight correctly because my computer's beeping. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Should not have lost that first match. A lot of extra pressure here on. What do you mean I'm ahead of your streak? But your streak is higher than mine. I think with Hyperion, I want to try and see if I decide I'm going to do Hyperion. I want to try and see if I can do that in one massive streak. I might be able to, but it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I play when I'm pretty exhausted all the time, so I don't want to be too afraid of it. I think part of the reason the second streak I got going so far was because I just wasn't afraid of losing it at all. I just didn't care if I lost it. Some of the things I did to get this were pretty dirty. So, you know, at the beginning with item usage, I was using my boosts on my R5 champions, and then I was just recharging them over and over again. That's going to get one more, so we'll just probably grab a mixture of who's the best people I have available here. I don't think I'm going to grab Daredevil because I think he may take it up a brackets because he's awakened. So, oh man, I don't even know who I want to grab. We'll just grab. I won't even grab best available. Oh, yeah, let's grab these guys. Yeah, that should be good enough. And of course, it's going to go hard. Who wants anything easy? They'll get pretty bad. I recovered well. Boom. All right. Yeah, my streak before I broke this, I think I was at like 100 and maybe 53 or something like that. Might have been 159. Maybe I don't know. It was somewhere around there. Did that with Ghost Rider. I think I made it through that with one streak. Now that might have been my second one. Maybe I might have lost on the first time through. Really early on. No, I don't even remember. Ah. That should give me the win. Alright, that should give me the streak. Yay! 200. I don't know for sure if I'm going to want to do Hyperion for if he's going to be 6 million too. I think there's a good chance he's going to be 6 million. I think he's going to be just as desirable, if not more desirable. I don't think that many people have him. Because I think if more people had him, you would be... Thank you, sir. I don't think a lot of people have Hyperion, because I think if more people did have him, I think you would see him a lot more in Alliance War. He is a huge pain in the butt on defense. He's also ridiculously strong on offense. His utility is out the door. So yeah, I think I will. I'll call it on the stream for there. So I'll say thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably be back pretty soon, but I don't know how soon. Probably try to wait till I feel a little bit better. I can't be more entertaining while I'm doing this, then I don't necessarily want to be here just completely donking it all off. And, you know, part of my goal of my videos, I want to do something that I think I'd want to watch. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.